Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's second and 9. A give to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Prescott connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 and a first down. Prescott to throw it. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
First down, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On second down, Prescott again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. Third down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To the air again, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about. All deep throws during this time of year.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Jarwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Outright completes it to Jarwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And Jackson throwing once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Tucker's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 8 coming up. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. so there, Charles. I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is Tony Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Play action now. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Elliott once more. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 15. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Ravens 20.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Dobbins with it. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, Prescott here to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Throwing here, Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he? I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right? I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect. Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.